G'day guys, how you going? Mr. B here. Just wanted to touch on bullying today, if that's okay. We've all been there, right? We've all been there in some form, and bullying in all forms can stick with us throughout our life. It's reflected everywhere. So society shows us what we should be doing, and to me, I look around and I see crabs in a bucket. I don't know if you've heard that before, but if you've got a bucket and it's full of crabs and they're all at the bottom, you'll see one. You'll see one climbing over other crabs, climbing over, getting up on top of another crab, reaching the top. Yeah, he made it, he thinks. But then there's 2 or 3 others that will then drag him down. Yeah? And it reminds me very much of the way a lot of what we do these days. So, and politicians who are the apparent, gurus, are probably one of the worst. Okay, you'll see them basically. Or if you ever watch Question Time, and they'll be up there and doing things in a very, using their political tactics. And once you get rid of the jargon that they're saying, they're basically going, nah, aren't they? And you're wrong, I'm right, I'm better. Okay, so this crabs in a bucket scenario over again and again. Crabs pulling down. Sport's another one. And look, teachers, many a staff room I've been into, and bullying in many forms takes place. So it can even be our friends and family, and that stuff can really stick with us, right? I remember not getting invited to parties, or watching my mates drive by on their BMX, but because I thought I had to be invited, I wouldn't go, and it really used to annoy me and get frustrating, and I'd start to think, maybe I'm not good enough, Yeah, so as kids, how are we meant to develop these strategies, to deal with it? And it's one of the things that I remember as a child not being able to do, yeah? So I did, I felt like I wasn't good enough in some way. And some people might say, look, we have to educate the thinking around bullying, and educate the bullies not to bully. Very hard to do when you turn on the telly and sport and stuff and see all that going on. So what happens in the meantime? Okay, while we're trying to educate the bullies, while we're trying to develop a non-bullying culture, what happens to those kids who are maybe feeling a little left out, feeling less than, not getting invited to parties and just crying? It all ends up shaping us in some way, shape or form, doesn't it? It's my belief that we need to give kids practical strategies to overcome this. Not just kids, adults as well. Because it's not going away. Okay, it's here. It's been around since cavemen were fighting to be the best hunter or whatever. That's why I decided, and it's a bit of a bug of mine, bullying, and I've watched kids for the last 20 years, and I've been a part of many types of bullying as an adult as well, in the workplace, sporting field, all that stuff. So I think if we can prepare our kids for what comes and what may happen, then they're going to be better equipped. So that's why I've put together my bully repellent now, which will give you some strategies that you can use to help your child cope if these things are happening. Also, help them understand and build a resilience around all the stuff and things that may happen, and possibly are happening right now. So yeah, look, just some of these techniques are different, strange, politically incorrect even, but I have seen this stuff work, okay, and eliminate stress, frustration, and fear, and stop kids feeling less than. Yeah, and that's a big thing. It's a big part of what we need to be doing. So look, just wherever it is down there, click that link and go through the bully repellent. And if you implement, I can guarantee you that there'll be something in there that your child will find very, very useful. All right, Mr. B, over and out. Bullying's bad.